After her thumping victory in the recent Tamil Nadu elections, incumbent Chief Minister Jayalalithaa will be sworn in as Chief Minister today. She'll be sworn in as Chief Minister along with 28 others, including her trusted lieutenant and Finance Minister in the outgoing cabinet, Paneerselvam. This function will take place at the Madras University Centenary auditorium, the venue that Amma considers lucky. Preparations are on in full swing as supporters are expected to gather in the thousands for the coronation. The event will also be attended by Union Minister Venkaiah Naidu, who will represent the central government. Sources have told India Today that DMK Chief Karunanidhi and his son Stalin have been invited for the ceremony by Jayalalithaa, and Stalin is likely to attend this event.
The prestigious University of Madras, and that is the place that has been chosen by Jayalalithaa to take part in the oath-taking ceremony as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. A very vantage point that she has chosen, also because she considers this place extremely lucky for her. And lucky it is because she has ascended the throne of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the second time, creating a history in the history of Tamil Nadu. And also right across, if you see, is the MGR Memorial, and MGR Memorial being the place which is a samadhi of Dr. NGR, who is her mentor. And the city of Chennai, painted in absolute colors of black, white and red. These are the colors of the AIDMK, and people standing in line for hours together right from morning just to get a glimpse of this entire oath-taking ceremony. Jayalalithaa, as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has a lot of challenges as she comes back as the Chief Minister, because she has promised many freebies to the people. Will she be able to deliver? That's a Herculean task, as critics are saying.
An historic event is happening in Tamil Nadu. Selvi Jayalalithaa, the chief of AIDMK party, is going to become the chief minister on a second term in just a matter of a couple of hours. She's going to take the oath ceremony. There are so much people in Poise Garden right now, and you see so many women here for extending their support. And apparently, let's talk to somebody here and find out what are their views. Solunga ipo marubadiyum உங்களுடைய சீஃப் வந்து திருப்பி சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் ஆக போறாங்க. எவ்வளவு சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு?
பயங்கர சந்தோஷம். வாழ்க்கையிலேயே பெரிய சந்தோஷம் இதுதான் எங்களுக்கு. அம்மா வெற்றி பெற்றுட்டா. மீண்டும் எங்க அம்மா என்னைக்கு நிரந்தர முதலமைச்சர், அதுக்கப்புறம் பாரத பிரதமர் ஆவாங்க எங்க அம்மா.
அதுதான் கேட்கணும்ன்றேன். ஒரு வாட்டி வின் பண்ணா அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு போகணும். அடுத்தது
பாரத பிரதமர் எங்க அம்மா.
அப்படியா?
ஆமா.
2021 எப்ப சொல்றீங்க?
2017 ஆயிடுவாங்க எங்க அம்மா பாரத பிரதமர், நிரந்தர பிரதமரா இருப்பாங்க. தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு என்ன சேவை தேவையோ அதற்காக எங்க அம்மா, மக்களுக்காக நான், உங்களுக்காக எங்களுக்காக நீங்க, உங்களுக்காக நான் என்று சொன்ன தலைவி, ஒரே தலைவி, புரட்சி தலைவி மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்கள் தான்.
So let me translate this to you. The person who is made by the people, Selvi Jayalalithaa, according to her, says that will become the Prime Minister of India, and that is on 2017 itself. They are very sure that she is going to become the Prime Minister of India and the permanent Prime Minister of India. This is Pramod Madhav with camera person Prasad from Poise Garden in India Today.
Let's quickly cut across live now to Pramod Madhav, who joins us from outside the Poise Garden residence of Jayalalithaa, and also Rohini Swami, who joins us from that very famous and auspicious venue, according to Jayalalithaa, the Madras University Centenary auditorium. I want to come across to you first, Pramod, because you spoke in that last report that you filed to a lot of people who say that she'll be the permanent Prime Minister of this country come 2017. The more crucial aspect is, now these are supporters of Jayalalithaa, of course they will say the same thing. The more crucial aspect is that there were a number of promises that she made. What are these people saying about those promises, and also what are you hearing on whether Jayalalithaa will be able to deliver on those promises, considering the state's deficit, the fiscal deficit in the state?
Well, Sanket, I'm a bit shocked with the first, after talking to the person, that she's going to become the permanent Prime Minister. And later, we've also asked them about the promises. Imagine, already in her last term, she has fulfilled whatever she has said. We know the mixie, the grinders and the fans and everything, all has been delivered. Speaking to some economists here, they have said that it is quite possible if they bring some regulation into tax collection first hand, and secondly about this mineral quarries and certain things they have to nationalize, and if they do that, they can quite literally, these promises can be fulfilled. But when we speak to certain leaders like Anbumani and everything, they are just giving shocking statistics. For him, he says, like, if you need the amount of money you need to fulfill such promises. Imagine 100 units of free power to every family in the state. Also cell phones, scooties and discounts on auto rickshaws and everything. The amount will go up to 5.5 lakh crores. As of now, we don't think the government has any kind of sturdy plans, because this is not something they are going to do the next month itself. They have 5 years and they are going to bring some kind of program, some kind of new agenda through which they can fulfill this, Sanket. But as of now, the first signature the Chief Minister Jayalalithaa is going to sign is going to be for the nutritious meal for the kids, school kids, that is going to be provided as breakfast. Already school children in Tamil Nadu, they get nutritional midday meal. From now on, they will also get breakfast as well, nutritious breakfast, Sanket.
Pramod, if you could just show us around. You're standing at Pearce Garden, which is the residence of J. Jayalalithaa. What time is she expected to leave her residence? How many people are gathered there? And then we'll quickly go across to Rohini.
Sanket, I'll give you a secret, okay? Anything that happens in Tamil Nadu when it comes to politics, astrology plays a big role. So for today, the good time only starts after 12 p.m. and we expect that Ms. Jayalalithaa to leave from here by 11:40 a.m. This route, she's going to take this route, and there are people standing all over there. If the car clears, you can see the temple there. Over there, you can see a small Venkaiah temple that is covered with apples and oranges and citrus fruits and everything. She will stand there for 2 seconds, pray to that god, and then she starts from there. And you see a lot of people. They'll be standing on the left and right side. You have black, red and white balloons. You have kumbhams, that metal pot in which they'll have water and everything. You have so many priests here. They've already done lot of prayers for her, and they're going to give her the prasad. And you also have the men, and there are too many bands here. On one side you have the famous Kerala's Chenda Melam. On the other side you have the Western band. They are having a kind of competition since morning. Who's going to be loud? That much loud noise and everything is going to happen here, Sanket. Though on the parallel road Egmore there is a lot of traffic. Nobody's worried about it. But here in Pearce Garden, it is all celebrations for now.
Absolutely, celebrations at Pearce Garden, but similar scenes there at the Madras University Centenary auditorium also, where India Today's Rohini Swami now joins us. Rohini, explain, I can already see a lot of people behind you. Explain this, the great concept or the phenomenon of J. Jayalalithaa that is now going to play out. But I'll ask the same question to you again. The question is, how is she going to deliver on her promises, and how hopeful are her supporters that she'll deliver?
Absolutely, Sanket, she is a phenomenon, because when we talk about Chennai and we talk about the Marina Beach where the University of Madras is, we're also talking about the sea lapping on the beaches. And I'll show you, apart from Marina Beach, this is a sea of humanity. People gathering here from 7 o'clock in the morning just to get a glimpse of Selvi J. Jayalalithaa as she takes the oath as the second term of Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Now, we've been talking to people and we've been asking them whether she will be able to deliver or not. And that, let me start by saying that a lot of analysts, especially political analysts, saying it is it's a Herculean task for her. Because when we're talking about so many freebies, especially when the state is under deficit, especially when her finances are not in place, it is extremely difficult to deliver. But when we've been talking to people and asking them whether she can do it, well, they have something else to say. Ipa Amma sollirukanga power free ah kudupanga, avar scooter idu kudupanga, idu sollirukanga saapadu kolangalukku kudupanga. Panna mudiyuma ivlo kaasu irukka state la?
அம்மால முடியுமா? அம்மால எல்லாம் முடியும். பொண்ணுங்க செய்வாங்க.
சாதிக்க முடியும். தமிழ்நாட்டுல தமிழக முதல்வர் அம்மா அவர்கள் அம்மானால செய்ய முடியும்.
எப்படி சொல்றீங்க அம்மாக்கு பண்ண முடியும்? அதுக்கெல்லாம் காசு வேண்டி இருக்கும். நீங்க
தீட்டி மக்கள் விரும்புற மாதிரி மக்கள் மனதில் இருக்கிறது அம்மா நிச்சயம் நிறைவேற்றுவாங்க.
Let me tell you in brief what basically they're saying. If Amma says, Amma will do. Now what they said is, when she did say that she has delivered to people earlier, they're talking for the welfare schemes that she has brought, Sanket. The Amma canteen, the Amma ration, Amma water, Amma medical kits. She has brought brand Amma into focus, and with that she has managed to reach and touch the hearts of people, and that's why she was voted in. Now the second point is, when we're looking at a fiscal deficit of the state with 2 lakh crores of deficit that we're looking, especially, will she be able to deliver? We have been speaking to some of the people who are the brainchild behind the finances for the DMK government, and they say that she has planned everything to the T, and that is why J. Jayalalithaa did announce her manifesto towards the end of her campaign because she was minutely seeing how much money could be allocated. Whether that is true, whether she can deliver, is a litmus test, Sanket, because for the next 5 years, the ADMK government will have to deliver. Now, she has been saying in her campaigning, I am for you, you are for me, I'm doing everything for you. I will do things that you never thought of. It's innovation she's talking about. But one should not forget that this time, the opposition, the DMK is absolutely strong. And they're going to be watching every single point in which the ruling government is going to make promises.
Absolutely. In fact, in just a short moment, we'll put out that presentation of the 5 or 6 reasons that will worry Jayalalithaa this time around. She may have created a political record of sorts, Rohini, but there are these key factors that she is going to be worried about. More importantly now, I would rather you concentrate on the moment and show us around a little of the scene outside the Madras University. I believe the speakers have been placed right outside, so all those people who can't get inside the auditorium can hear her taking oath outside.
Well, Sanket, to just show the color around the place, because this is what Chennai and the people of Tamil Nadu were waiting for. Outside Madras University, LED screens put every 100 meters so that people can watch the oath-taking ceremony. Flags all over the place, the flags of the AIDMK in the colors of red, white and black, with the 2 leaves which is symbolic of the Anna DMK. And you can see that people, instead of, this is not the victory sign that we're showing you, this is the 2 leaves of the Anna DMK that people are talking about. And placards being shown. This place is the Marina Beach Road. This is next to Madras University. We're just giving you a glimpse of what the rest of Chennai looks like, because the color and the kind of festivities, like my colleague Pramod Madhav has been showing you at Poise Garden. Our colleague Pratibha Raman will be inside the Centenary room right now where the oath-taking celebrations will be taking place. We'll be giving you bit by bit details on the cabinet ministers who will be sworn in, as well as what she will say, because she will definitely speak to the people and talk about how she's going to deliver to people. And there are photographs and there are pictures of her that are being shown, and there are people holding placards. There are people holding photos of not just J. Jayalalithaa but also MGR, her mentor. See, this is all about a kind of sycophancy, Amma sycophancy, and the fact that they feel that Amma, which means mother in Tamil and in most South Indian languages, that means she is their mother and she will deliver. You know, it's really interesting, Sanket, when she was speaking also, she was saying things like, a mother knows what a child wants and I know exactly what you want and I will deliver. So that's the kind of connect. We're talking about a very personal connect she's talking about. Whether she'll be able to do it is the big question. At the same time, the DMK also, we should not forget the fact that even though the seats that they have taken, they are also a force to reckon with. And Stalin and Karunanidhi together, they, along with the DMK MLAs who have been elected, will clearly see to that they will be trying to scrutinize and also criticize every move that J. Jayalalithaa will take.
Absolutely. We are hoping that she is going to leave her residence, Poise Garden, at 12. There seems to be some action taking place outside Poise Garden. Let's quickly cut across live to Pramod Madhav. Pramod, if you can hear us, please show us what exactly is happening. We can see these live pictures coming in from right outside her residence, where supporters have broken into a dance.
Well, Sanket, right now the police are shooing us from a place where we are. We are supposed to be only at one point, and we just crossed a little bit further. We are standing next to the temple where she's expected to stay for 5 seconds and pray to the particular Vinayaka. But the police don't want us to be here, so that's we are being shooed off to one particular location where we're going to stay for the next 2 hours. She's expected to leave Poise Garden by 11:40 at the latest, and she will be there at that particular place. Prasad, show this please. At Chennai by around 12 o'clock. So she's going to start any moment right now, and we're just waiting for her. Sanket?
Significance of that temple that you are specifying, Pramod.
Well, Sanket, it's a Vinayaka temple. There is one right next to her home. There's one on one corner, and this is the third one here. There's one more at Kottapuram, which she believes is very auspicious. You would have seen earlier during that particular General Secretary meeting during 31st of 2015. She specifically went there for certain reasons. And this time, this temple is going to be the start for today. That is why it's completely decorated with lots of, you can see fruits in place of flowers there. and you can see so many priests standing next to it. They are all ready with prasad and everything. Just 5 seconds, maximum 5 seconds. And more priests are coming over here. You can see on the right. They are also having all the kumbham and everything on their hand, more prasad, all for the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And you can see the police are even pushing them away from this location, Sanketh.
Absolutely. There's a lot of action now building up at the Post Garden residence of J. Jayalalithaa, where Pramod Madhav is. Pramod, do change your location as the police advises you to do. In the meanwhile, we are cutting live to these pictures that you had sent earlier in the day of supporters breaking into a dance. Now, usually that is the scene even the day when she won the elections. This is exactly what was happening. Firecrackers, dance, drums, all of that happening at the mega oath-taking ceremony also, both outside her residence and also the Madras University. Elaborate arrangements have been made. These are, of course, the supporters of J. Jayalalithaa, and they're absolutely enthused and excited about her winning a second term. But what is more important, and we'll put those slides or the presentation that we've been able to prepare on the screen right now of the challenges that J. Jayalalithaa is going to face this time around. Let's put those that presentation on the screen right now. You will see the various challenges in front of Jayalalithaa. Number one, there are pending corruption cases. She needs the support of the centre. That is why perhaps you could see a Modi Jayalalithaa bonhomie. Tackling the state's power crisis. This is going to be her second big challenge because she's promised a lot. How is she going to deliver? Because power is what you actually need. A lot of industries are actually going out of Tamil Nadu. Dealing with a stronger opposition. Remember, DMK is super powerful this time around. It's not the old lanky DMK that we are talking about. They've got greater numbers in the Vidhan Sabha, in the Assembly. What is that going to mean? Tamil Nadu's financial deficit. It's much more than 9,000 crores. We'll fix that in just a short moment. But the state is in debt, and it runs to the tune of 2 lakh crore rupees. Fulfilling promises made to the people, which is going to be another challenge. How is she going to work out the finances? How are the finances going to be worked out at this moment to fulfill all those promises that she has made? Let's quickly go across to Rohini because she was explaining what meticulous planning Jayalalithaa seems to have done. Rohini.
Well, Sanket, let me also start by taking off from where Pramod spoke about, especially when she would be praying to the god. And we're talking about Lord Ganesha, the god who removes all obstacles. And that is why you see her auspiciously at that auspicious time, stepping out of her house at 11:40 and reaching here at 12. She has, everything is about auspicious timing, especially here in Tamil Nadu. And also the Rahu Kal, that is the inauspicious time, gets over and she'll step out of her house. And that is why she'll pray to Lord Ganesha, who is the remover of all obstacles, and then she'll move on. Now the obstacle in front of her is the kind of fiscal deficit that we're talking about. The talk about the debt which Tamil Nadu government is. When she took over in her previous stint from the DMK, she said that the DMK had handed over the debt as part of to her government, which is 1 lakh crores. But in the 5 years that she has ruled in Tamil Nadu, the debt has doubled. It has become 2 lakh crores. Now the question is, if the debt also has increased and doubled, how is she going to give those freebies that she's talking about? We are talking about free power, 100 units of free power. We're talking about 50% off on motorcycles. We're talking about employment in every house. Prohibition, she has talked about in a staggered manner, because a lot of, especially in Tamil Nadu, TASMAC is something that she introduced where liquor is being sold, and liquor contributes heavily to the economy of a state. Whether that, though, if she brings about prohibition, that monies that will come to the treasury, how will she manage those? Because we've seen all the states like Kerala, Gujarat, who have brought about prohibition, they've not been able to manage it, and the treasury has suffered a huge dent because of that. Then we're talking about food, midday meals, which is again part of her welfare schemes. She's talking about also giving certain kind of money to, especially stipend to unemployed youth. Whether this is possible, because when we've been talking to political analysts, economists also, they're saying even though she meticulously plans it, it is also the money that needs to be generated. If you're talking about providing 100 units of free power, power needs to be there in the state, needs to be generated, industries need to be set up, and that is how money comes in, that's how the economy grows. She's talking about making Tamil Nadu the #1 state in the country. Is that possible? Well, it looks like it's actually fast-tracking itself towards being the #1 troubled state rather than the #1 Tamil Nadu state. Now, we can also have to actually wait and watch. Like I was saying, 5 years. It's a huge test for her, Sanket. It's not easy at all. And whether she is prepared for that, her government is prepared, because at the end of the day, her cabinet ministers, if you see, she has found a balance of a lot of people like doctors and engineers and lawyers and a lot of graduates also, to see to that the focus of the AIADMK government will be towards development. Whether they will be able to deliver also is something we need to wait and watch, because this time in Tamil Nadu, the political game has been completely different. All those who have reported on the field, including yourself, Sanket, you know that what was predicted and what happened was completely different. So this time, if she has said something, whether she will deliver, and like people here say, Amma says and Amma will give, whether that will happen, we have to see.
Rohini, you know, a question that I've been wanting to ask, what's with these photographs? People carrying her photograph in their pocket, they're very happily showing it off also. What's the secret behind this photograph culture?
You know, the photograph culture is about how they should actually wear the photograph. Let me show you how it is done. So this is how an AIADMK follower will be. He'll wear the photograph to the white of his t-shirt, and you can actually see Amma through it. Even when they stand in front of her, they will be holding these photographs. It's all about to show that they are here as followers Amma. They dedicated their lives to Amma and they are here for her. And these cost 10 rupees. We were just talking to people as to how much it costs. A pen costs 20 rupees, a photograph costs 20 rupees. And it's not just one photograph. It's her on one side, it's MGR on the other side. It's all about Amma's occupancy. It's all about Amma here, because they say that Amma is the one who can take care of them, and Amma is the one who will end of the day deliver.
Absolutely. We'll get you many comprehensive stories, these little snippets of information, the color, the mood from Tamil Nadu, as Tamil Nadu has now become Amma Nadu. Rohini Swami, Pratibha Raman, as well as Pramod Madhav will get us all the latest. 11:40 is when we are learning is that Rahu Kalam is going to end and Jayalalithaa is going to step out of her house. This is going to remain our top focus. We are stopping for a short break. Be back with the lot.